I went for my first diagnosis, which the doctor said it was
God,
glaucoma, and I went for several other tests at several hospitals in Lagos.
wow.
They said the same thing, and for the fact that I was religiously dogmatic, coupled with the advices of one or two pastors, I
Mm.
wasn't using my eyes drops, and I became blind. A result of not using my eyes drop and praying and fasting. You
Right.
know,
When did the symptoms start?
2009, I was still in secondary school at that.
Oh.
Mazuna the Kanu, in his act of benevolence, reached out to us, started secretly sharing his food for us.
Oh, wow. So you were in the same place with Nnamdi Kanu?
Yeah, several sides away from him.
Are you for real?
Several sides away from him. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. Hello, everybody. Hello, good afternoon, depending on where you are. I'm a bit late. I said I was coming live at 3, and it is 3:09 at the moment. So if you come live, just let me know you're there. Just say hi, say hello, just type anything so that I know you're there. And then oh, someone is coming in, so I'll just wait for more of you to come in. If you're coming in, welcome to my live, one of those lives that I just come and just discuss whatever. So today, actually, a lot of you, hi Emmanuel, a lot of you may have heard about, excuse me, a lot of you may have heard about the boy Samuel Gabriel that was high Torij, sorry, that a lot of you may have heard the story or know the story about the Dunamis 5 and of the boy that is visually impaired. That was one of them, and they were arrested in Dunamis Church because they went there with the T-shirt that said Buhari must go. So I'm actually bringing him live so we can have a conversation. Hi Adebanjo, hi Chi Mary. So we're going to have a conversation. I want him to use my platform to address some of the things he said he's been going through since he came out. Hi John, yeah. So hi everybody, hi George. Okay, let me just try and focus on this. So a lot of you may know the young boy, Samuel Gabriel, that was one of the Dunamis 5, the boys that wore the t-shirt that says Buhari must go in a Dunamis Church, that were arrested and handed over to DSS. So he's coming live to share his story of what happened. It's just that he reached out to me. He was just kind of like, because I made a video about it. So hi guys, hi Emmanuel. So hi Neki. So yeah, he reached out to me, and because I made a video about it previously, he was kind of like acknowledging what I did in that video. So, and he was just narrating some of the things he went through since that time. And I just thought to myself, you know what, there's no point in me maybe addressing his ordeal or addressing his story. Hi Samuel. Hi, Samuel. I'm going to invite you on the page so you can wait now. Sorry, that's him on the phone. I'm going to invite you on the page so that you can come live. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Do you know my Facebook page?
Your Facebook page, I'll search for it now.
Okay, Summer Aku Vlogs.
Okay.
Yeah, I will see if I can. So he's going to come live now. He's going to share his story. I really want you guys to listen to this story because, a lot of us have platforms. Some of you don't have platforms, but you play a major role when it comes to, oh, sorry, let me drop this card. A lot of you play a major role when it comes to receiving this information, contributing your opinions in the comment section or whatever way you contribute your opinions. But the most important thing is for you guys to actually know the story. So for you to be able to play any role at all, you have to start by knowing the story first. So let me see. I have to add him to this so that he can come live. I want you guys to listen to him. For anyone just coming, I'm bringing live one of our brothers that was one of the Dunamis 5 that were in the Paul NHS Church, that they Daddy, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to bring him live. Yeah, so yeah, he was one of those that were arrested. He's going to share some of the story because he said after everything that happened that sorry. Okay, so let me find him. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to bring him live. Gabriel. Yeah, there he is. I'm going to just tag him and see if he comes. Yeah, so he was literally sharing his story with me, and I said, you know what, because I would typically end up making a video about it and share what he's been through, but I said, you know what, let me bring him here live so that he can come here and share his ordeal. It's shocking that all they did was go to the church with the t-shirt that says Buhari must go. And for that reason, this guy, like I said, if you don't know him, he's actually visually impaired. Some of the churches that used to invite him to their church to play, he plays the saxophone, they don't invite him anymore. He's basically been disowned by other pastors because of what happened. So I really want him to come live and share his story. Let me see if I can, bring him live here now. He added me on Facebook and he sent me, I never even knew he's been sending me messages since January, but I didn't know. So he's trying to come live. Hopefully, let me call him again so that he can come live. And if all of you, any of you have questions, you can ask him and just hear him out. I'm using I'm so sorry, guys. I don't want to do the talking. I want him to do the talking. Hi, guys. Hi. I see a lot of people are here now. Hi, Soke, Joy. Hi. I'm trying to bring him. I don't want... Hello? Okay. So that he can share his story. Guys, he's actually in Abuja, Nigeria. Hi, Silva. He's trying to connect. One second. I don't know. Do you guys see him? I don't see him in the comment section. Let's see if he comes live. So, and there was something he said that really got me. He said that some of these pastors said to him, basically, you know, this is someone that, as far as he's concerned, this is his best way to join in the fight against the problems we have in Nigeria and trying to have a voice. Let me see. Hi, Henry. Hi. Let me see. Sorry. And some of these pastors said to him something like, I really want him to say it himself, whatever, like, you that your parents are poor. So basically it means that because his parents are poor, he should never be a part of any protests. He should never speak up. He should always focus on his poverty. For that reason, he should never speak against injustice, speak against the situation of the country. That's basically what so-called pastors were saying to him. I really want him to share this story himself because, hi, Divine Joy. I tagged him, I hope. Let me see. No, he's not there. Oh, what did I press? I'm just waiting for him to come live and for that reason, just because he went to Dunamis Church to wear a t-shirt, he's lost his source of income. Nobody wants to invite him anymore to come to their churches to play the saxophone. And we are all Nigerians. We are all supposed to speak against injustice. We're all supposed to be together in this fight. And there's actually a video that, you know, that I saw where Paul Eneche himself has been speaking against the government, speaking against Buhari because Buhari is in charge of this government and all of those things, speaking against all these things, wants to join. Okay, that's him. He's here now. Okay. Now, I'm so happy he's here because give him a second. He's adding now. I really want you guys to listen to him. Let's hear him out. He's one of us, and Nigeria is our dear country. So, oh, sorry, my camera is shaking because it's on the stand on my chair. He's adding, it's taking a few seconds. He says he's adding. He's going to come live now and say, I really want you guys to hear him out. He still says adding. He's still coming live. Guys, if you're just joining us, there's this young man by the name Samuel Gabriel. He's one of the Dunamis 5 that went into Dunamis Church with the t-shirt that said Buhari must go. He's visually impaired and he plays the saxophone, and I think he plays something else. And he was in contact with me today. He has been messaging me since here on Facebook. He has been sending messages to me since January, but I never saw it. And it didn't connect at Niger network. People normally come through from Nigeria and they normally connect. I really want you guys to hear him out. Oh, he's connected. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I was thinking it didn't connect.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think the phone is low. Let me connect to my headset, please.
Okay. Take your time.
Thank you.
Let me know when you're ready. Oh, my head. I didn't realize my head is completely chopped off. Sorry, guys. You're not seeing me then. You okay? You okay? Are you there? I just hope you've not disconnected. I think he's disconnected. Hello? Oh, there we go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Perfect. That's great. So, welcome to my live video. I'm going to swipe away the comments, because I like the fact that I can see face to face, but the comments are in your face. So I'm going to swipe them so I don't have to see them. Hi, can you bring now, before I say anything else, you have visual impairment. Is it total visual impairment or is it partial?
Yes, ma'am. A total visual impairment as
oh,
a
wow.
result of glaucoma.
Oh, glaucoma?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. At what age?
When I was in S-test, that's when I discovered the symptoms. 2010, I went for my first diagnosis, which the doctor said it was glaucoma. And I went for several other tests at several hospitals in Lagos.
Wow.
They said the same thing. And for the fact that I was religiously dogmatic, coupled with the advices of one or two pastors, I wasn't using my eyes drugs, and I became blind, as a result of not using my eyes drug and praying and fasting.
Right. Sorry, what age did you say that was? At what age did you lose your sight?
It wasn't a gradual, it wasn't an outright blindness, it was a gradual depreciation of the sight.
So when did the symptoms start?
2009. I was still in secondary school at that point.
Oh, Jane Mark.
Yeah, and
wow.
2010, I stopped using my eye drugs 2012, yes, 2012, 2013, 2014, yeah.
Wow.
So as of 2013, I stopped reading and writing. 2014, I started using the guide king. 2015, I was only seeing sharp colors and bright lights. So it was not an outright blindness.
Yeah. Wow. The other thing I was wondering, because after you spoke with me earlier today on the messenger call, I
Yes,
was
ma'am.
just curious. How do you use your phone? How do you have a special phone? You know why I ask these questions? You don't know who is watching that may gain one or two things and be able to gain a bit of independence as well, because you come across as someone that's very independent. Well, very yeah, very independent.
To a large extent, yes, ma'am.
Mm.
My phone is a normal smartphone anybody uses. It's just
Okay.
an app. On the Apple it's called VoiceOver. You know, VoiceOver in settings, in accessibility. You go to settings, you go to accessibility, and you see VoiceOver.
Ah.
On Android, settings, accessibility, and talkback. The name
Mm.
of the app is called Talkback.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And
So if somebody sends
in
you a
some
message,
occasions,
that is how
they
you're able
can,
to able to hear it. It reads the
yeah,
message to you.
yes, you freeze my messages. If
Mm.
I touch the screen, it tells me what I'm pressing, and it reads my message. It sends, in fact, I could access my phone up to a point of browsing, and on the system, it's called JAWS or NVDA, depending on the software you're using on the
Mm.
Windows and system. So I use the Microsoft Word
Okay.
and some other apps.
Great. Great. Now, um, now I would, you were talking with me earlier. I said, you know what? I think I would like you to share your story by yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Because when they say Chinese whispers, somebody can relay your story or talk about your story, and they may miss some points or not say it exactly the way you said it. You know what I mean? And then the story can change or the message can change a little bit. I want to start with what happened the day you guys went to Dunamis Church. So,
Okay.
what exactly happened when you went to Dunamis Church?
Okay, please, can you oblige me by allow me to relay before the incident?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Um, my name is Samuel Gabriel. I'm a musician. I play the sax, the flute, and I do everything that has to do with music.
Mm.
From contemporary, gospel, jazz, R&B, you know, classical.
Samuel,
I do.
can I ask a
Okay,
favor, right? There
okay, ma'am.
is it a radio or something in the background? Is it possible for that to be turned off?
Okay, I think I have to leave the.
Is it you or is somebody else playing
No,
that?
I'm actually at the public place.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine. No,
I
that's
was.
fine. We can manage it. We know we can manage it. Go back. We can hear you actually.
Okay,
But I was thinking you could turn it.
okay,
No, no, it's okay. I don't want us to lose the network.
okay. So, I do everything I have to do with music and consultation, and
Yeah.
also, um, I'm an activist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the fact that if you keep quiet at the sight of injustice, is enough to go around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and James 4:17 says, if you do what is, if you know what is right and do it not, is a sin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, gone to different police stations to harass the police, as regards illegal detention or arrest.
Mm.
You know, being I have partaken at several protests, you know, and been privileged to have helped one or two persons,
Mm.
gain justice,
Mm.
you know, um, and I paid the price, as a form of beatings, tear gas,
Mm.
and one or two other things. They say if you fight corruption, corruption will fight back.
Mm.
Now, back to the present.
Mm.
Some of my friends were arrested by the Kogi government and beaten up by the Kogi thugs.
Mm.
You can see this online as you type Kogi 2 on Google or YouTube.
Mm.
Thankfully, they have been vindicated by the court.
Mm.
So sometime around April last year. So they were arrested for 78 days before
Mm.
being granted bail
Yeah.
by the court. So they said they want to do, the two of them want,
Samuel,
they
Samuel,
said,
I'm
what?
sorry. Samuel, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Can you bring your camera is a bit looking at the ceiling? Yeah.
Okay.
That is so. Wait. Relax. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Mm.
So now, they say they want to do Thanksgiving in the church
Mm.
called Dunamis Church. They want to thank God, share testimony. They invited I and 8 other persons. We are 10 in total. There are 6 guys and 4 ladies.
Mm.
So we went to the church, though we went late, you know, to the church because of mobilization.
Mm.
We all wore the shirts, the reason why we want to thank God. I was invited. Um, we went for the
Who
first time.
invited you? Sorry, who invited
No,
you?
the 2 guys who were arrested by the Kogi government.
Okay.
After 78 days, they were released. They were
Okay.
arrested on the, they were arrested in the month of April 2021. That was last year.
Mm.
So on the 4th of July, we converged, and we arrived at the church. Ma'am, from the church gate to the church auditorium is close to, let's say it's more than 500 meters
Mm.
distance, if not a kilometer distance. They didn't stop us from entering the church auditorium. They didn't stop us from entering the church compound.
Yeah.
We attended the church, so it was way past the testimony time. So we attend the church as an average person attend the church service, and
Mm-hmm.
most of us that was our first time stood up for first timers, went to the first timers room.
Mm.
The first timer pastor attended to us. We were civil. The first timer pastor was civil with us, advised us, filled our names, collected first timer pack. You know,
Mm.
as we were going out of the church, in fact, we were already at the express.
Mm.
The ladies, thankfully, they've left before the church securities came to. They ambushed us.
Mm.
If you see the way I was being manhandled and rough handled,
Mm.
was being dragged by the trouser, treated like a criminal.
Mm.
Initially I was like, calm down. I didn't do anything wrong. Hold me, even if you want to take me, arrest me, hold me. You know, um, the guy holding me refused to listen.
Mm.
And self-defense they say is not a crime.
Mm-hmm.
I tried defending myself, and if not for the remaining 4 guys that was arrested, I don't know, I might have died because it was a big
Mm.
fight. So they successfully dragged us to the security post. All of a sudden, kicks from nowhere with boots from the church
Wait,
security.
Samuel. I'm going to try
Yes,
to
ma'am.
ask some of the questions I know will be in a lot of people's minds. So you were saying
You
you
can
guys,
ask.
yeah. So you guys were already out of the church when the arrest or beating everything happened. It did not happen
Yes,
inside.
ma'am.
Wow.
We are the church gate. We are the express.
You were already leaving.
We're already leaving. In fact, we're already leaving. We're even waiting for the car to take us.
Mm.
The church securities had to drag us to the security post, one of the security posts. Um, so all of a sudden, kicks on me. I covered my face. In fact, my chest was the left hand side of my chest was affected till early this year. After going to several hospitals, taking several medicines, spending money, oh, they asked us to sit on the floor, which I refused. They almost pounced on me, if not for the fact the other guys converged, you know, on my defense. Now, after the back and forth, one of the senior pastors came, you know, dished us several slaps without cutlery.
A pastor. How
Can
did
you
you
hear
know
me?
he's a pastor?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. How did you know he's a pastor? The first thing you said slapped you.
He was identified by the remaining 4 of us.
Hmm.
So, um, at the point of ambush, one of us was videoing this thing live. So, but at the time they took us to security post, they collected our phones and to delete the video. So if the church had nothing to hide, they
Why are
should
they
have
deleting
deleted the
videos? Yeah.
Yes. So it was our president he received call. I'm saying this as a matter of fact now. I put it to Pastor Paul Eneche that he called the pastor as our president to hand us over to the DSS. Now, if we committed an offense or we committed a crime, is it not the police they should have handed us to?
Why
You know,
DSS?
why DSS? And
Exactly.
the DSS we all know is very notorious. Whatever, like anything that goes in, it takes only the grace of God for it to come out. You know, they took us to the DSS. You know, and while in the DSS custody, we refused to eat in form of protest for days. We're living only by the water. You know, after the 7th day of us not eating, you know, Maziona the Kanu, in his act of benevolence, reached out to us, started secretly sharing his food for us.
Oh wow! So you were in the same place with Nnamdi Kanu?
Yeah, several steps away from him.
Are you for real?
Several steps away from him, yes, ma'am.
Oh wow!
So, you know, it wasn't easy on our end, and it wasn't easy too for the DSS because we refused to allow them rest. And in retaliation, they tortured us physically, they tortured us psychologically and emotionally too. You know, they tried guilt tripping us. And after they discovered that Nnamdi Kanu we and Nnamdi Kanu were interacting, they moved us from one cell to the another, like one the hall
Oh, I see.
at which
Wait,
we are
let
to
me
another
ask,
hall.
right? Let me visualize. Sorry, let me visualize this. So, is it a cell that has like, you know, the way we imagine cells sometimes? There's like a gate kind of covering it, so you guys can speak.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Oh
ma'am. And
wow!
there's a bucket with rope, in which we use in transferring, you know, objects like maybe information or food or from one cell to the other.
Between yourselves or the staff?
Hmm?
Is it between yourselves and the people that are held, or between the staff and you
No, no,
guys?
no, no. Between the cells, between the cells. So
Okay.
there's a rope tied to it. So we throw the rope. So the cell at which the rope is close to, they will drag and this into the bucket gets to them before they push
So now,
the
who
rope.
provided this? Who provided this bucket?
I think it's the officers.
Okay, so that means you are
Definitely it's
allowed
the
to
officers.
communicate with yourselves. You are allowed to do that.
Definitely. Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So the cell is actually a small cell, maybe containing at most 2 people, but definitely 3 to 4 persons are being pushed through that cell.
Okay.
You know.
So can I ask
So
you and the 5 of you, were you in the exact same
no,
cubicle?
no, 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 no. They separated us except for me and one of us.
Ah,
The
is it
rest we
because of
were
your
just
sight?
taken. Yeah, because of my side.
Ah, I see. I see. I see. I see. Okay. Okay. So how did you guys introduce yourselves to Nnamdi Kanu? Or how did you get to know your plight?
You know, the echo, in fact, the noise we made, you know,
Oh.
the noise we made shouting at the officers, arguing with them. Early in the morning like this, we will do morning fellowship, you know.
Oh
The
wow.
morning fellowship is actually singing and chanting solidarity songs,
Oh wow.
you know, doing some solidarity, you know, prayer, you know, prophecy, something like that,
Oh
you know.
wow.
Praying further than night prayer for any power caging us, you know, sending messages to the office. So now the kind of head of us, you know, saw our energy. Yeah, so that's how
He
he
reached out.
reached out to us.
Oh
Yes,
wow.
ma'am.
Oh wow. Okay.
So and when they noticed, they moved us from that hall at which is was there to another hall where the BH guys, you know who I'm talking about, right?
I don't
The
know.
BH guys, the guys that on men on guns. You
Oh,
know,
the haramists.
something like
Okay.
that. On gun no men, on men no guns. So they moved us there. So to see if they can actually subjugate us. In fact, the energy was even more.
Hmm.
There are many things which I can't say outside that was exhibited.
Hmm.
Which we
Why
did,
can't
which
you say it? I'm just curious.
no, I can't say it's no security things.
Okay, okay, that's fine. I'm not
Yeah,
saying you should
security
say it,
things.
but I just want to know. Okay, that's
So
fine. Okay.
yeah, security things. I've never there's never wasn't a point at which we were deterred or moved. They tried arraigning us secretly, that's the DSS,
Hmm.
to a magistrate court, but it didn't work out. Um,
Why? Why did it not work out?
it didn't work out. The judge, the magistrate, demanded them to serve us
Hmm.
and granting us access to our lawyer.
Okay. Which yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
they tried. Yes. So while inside, we're fighting inside. Outside, the Showerez,
Hmm.
Amnesty International,
I like the way
the
you said it.
Falanos,
Torres.
yeah, so Hurricane Showere, you
Hmm.
know. So the Amnesty International, Falano, Fem Falano, and Serap, some other persons were fighting outside.
Hmm.
And we didn't know because they refused to allow us to know what is going outside. The DSS, a week in the DSS, just like a month in an average police station or
I can
prison.
imagine.
Yeah. So, as you are inside another world entirely.
Hmm.
So,
So
and
did you get beaten every single day, or was it just that first day?
when it reached to the limit, it was even the last day, and when they want to ask us, maybe when they are interrogating us to confess, of who gave us the clothes we wore, all those interrogation. When we
Hmm.
refuse to talk, you know, when we refuse to talk, that's when the torture. When the good cop, we refuse to succumb to the good cop. That's when the bad cop comes.
Hmm.
Or when they see our troublemaking.
How
But
can you
none
say
of
the
us,
good? How can you say the good cop? I don't think any of
no,
them.
no, no, none of them is good cop. But none of them is good cop. When I mean good cop now, I'm talking about the one that will come, with diplomacy, with
I
diplomacy
think what
to
you
see
mean
if,
is, I think you mean the non-violent ones are the violent ones.
yes, that's what I
That's a
mean.
better way to say it. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So now that's when they come with but we refused to succumb. Our spirits were high, the
Hmm.
energy was more.
That's good.
That means we have it, the bullets, their mentalities that the bullets that have our name in it
Hmm.
will locate us anytime,
Hmm.
at any time. So um, when we came out, my saxophone, everything the DSS collected from us or from the church, they gave it to us. Or
Hmm.
from us, they gave it to
Yeah.
us.
Okay. So you mean the
Except
church? I want to make sure people understand. So the church took your saxophone, right? So
they refused. Yes,
okay.
they
So
took
the
my
church then
saxophone.
gave it to DSS.
No, they refused to give. They didn't. They refused to give
Okay.
my saxophone to the DSS.
Hmm.
It's after some media fight. That's when NHA has denied having a hand in our arrest.
I wanted to come to
So
that. Yeah. So what
yeah,
would you say for
he has
anyone
denied
watching this
having a
and
hand.
say, "Oh, what? Sorry, Samuel. Sorry." For anyone that's watching this and says, "Oh, that is my papa in the Lord. That is my daddy in the Lord. He would never do such a thing. You are a liar." Da 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 da. Da. If they say, "What is your proof that NHN knows?" What would you say?
There are one or two video evidences which will definitely be tendered in the court, and two, there are the case is in court, because the fundamental human rights
Violated?
case
How they? That's very
violation
clear for you.
was filed against them
Mm-hmm.
to the church. So all evidences are in the court. So I
Okay, so
might not want to.
this evidence is it what you have in your phones? What you filmed? You guys filmed?
I have some of the evidences, but I won't want to divulge
No. It's okay. No.
Pending
Okay,
the
that's fine.
cross-examination and everything.
Okay. So, but like for someone
Yes, ma'am.
that doubts if NHA is involved, what would you say is your proof that NHA knows what happened to you guys? Because apparently, as it was reported, they said he was not aware, right? What, for example, would you say is your proof that NHA is aware and probably he's the one that sent them to do what was happening to you guys?
No, actually, the proof is only to for the fact that the case is in the court. I won't want to
Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
sabotage the
That's
proof.
fine. That's okay.
You
That's
know.
okay. What was the other question I want to ask? Before I forget, because a lot of people will watch this and they will hear about Nnamdi Kanu, and they want to hear more. I think I want to hear more as well. And
Yes,
what would you say? What else what would you say Nnamdi Kanu said to you guys? What, any kind of advice, any kind of message?
There are some things we interacted, asked him questions of his arrest, which is definitely in public. Now, the way he was arrested, asking him one or two things, and also told us that the more, like, one or two motivational, more persistency and consistency will definitely lead to justice, and also too, he tried saying if he could contact his lawyers on our behalf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we interacted, using papers.
Okay,
The ones that we don't want other, the officers to know, or the prisoners.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
So,
the cellmates.
yeah.
Yeah, so we interacted like.
So how did he say he was arrested? Is that something you can tell us?
He was arrested at the Nairobi airport. Everything is out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
by the
asking if it's something
Kenyan
you're happy to talk
authorities.
about. Because this is
By
not
the
newspaper.
Kenyan
This is
authorities.
you heard from him. They heard from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. By the Kenyan authorities, he was arrested by the Kenyan authorities.
okay.
And before he's being extradited, to Nigeria.
Did he tell you?
Without any
Sorry, did he tell you guys why he was in Kenya?
For medical,
In Kenya, he went from the UK, was it? He was in the UK, right?
He travels everywhere. Sometimes he'll be in UK, sometimes he'll be in Germany, sometimes he'll be in US. So depending. So and him being in Kenya wasn't really public as such.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't known to all until his arrest.
So so that means you're saying he went from the UK to Kenya for medical reasons?
He didn't say he went to UK to Kenya. He was in Kenya at that point in time. At the time they arrested him. He didn't mention that he traveled. He went from UK to Kenya.
Okay. Because I was like, UK will be more sophisticated.
Sophisticated health,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe he was already in Kenya. Then maybe he went to hospital for some. I don't know. Maybe that's where they got his information and leaked it. Maybe I don't know. So now there was something you were saying to me. I think that was at the point I said, you know what? I think it would be nice for others to, to hear this, because when you were reaching out to me, I actually didn't know you'd be sending messages. It was after we spoke and I saw you've been writing messages to me since January.
Yes, ma'am.
January. Longest, I didn't even know. So
and even me anytime you make a comment, a reference of the Dunamis, our arrest, I do type comments.
Oh, do you? You see, I don't know. So for anyone watching
message, I won't bring them. So definitely.
Say that again.
Your comments are definitely 1 billion. So definitely.
Is definitely what?
1 billion, like definitely.
1 billion. Anyways, so for anyone that's watching this, he watched the video because I addressed their arrest. He watched the video, and that was why he was reaching out to me. Now, there was something you said that made me say, you know what? I wanted you to tell this story yourself, because you guys went to that church. From what you've explained, there was no violence, there was no disruption, there was
no disruption.
Nothing. Only had the T-shirt on. Now, And there was something you said that the churches you used to play in stopped inviting you. And the particular one you said something about, they said, you see, you know, your parents are not rich, or your parents have no money, or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, a top pastor in a top church in Lagos. I don't want to mention names now.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to mention names.
That's fine. What did he say to you?
Your father, no, she said, your
Oh,
mother
it's a
is
she.
poor. Yeah, she's a she. Your mother is poor, your father is poor. Are you mad?
Uh-huh.
Are you mad? This, that. Why are you doing this, you know? And several other persons too, you know, like, you know, on political ground that claim they are Christians.
You see?
You know, they're like, they try justifying the arrest, you know. Why didn't you wear this Buhari must go to also raw? Sorry, spoiler alert, we've done it. We've even won the same Buhari must go after our release to the same DSS to fight for release of some of the inmates. You know, there's a case, Emeka Ngonadi, you know, a father of 9 who has been arrested since last year, April. We're fighting for his release now. Since April, you know, because he showed an online solidarity to IPOB. You know, he has been arrested. And several other cases, you know, petty cases, which, you know, the police who as well handle. You know, so we're fighting for the release.
Yeah, going
We
back to
said
what
Buhari must go.
Yeah, going
So
back to
now,
what they were saying to you, that your parents are poor, you are poor, why would you get
yeah,
involved?
several persons, yes. So
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
But
Yes,
you
ma'am.
see, that thing they said to you, like, I have made videos in which I say that poverty has become a weapon that they use to silence the people. This is why them in pidgin English would always try to keep people poor. And the reason is that when people are poor and hungry, they would lose their voices because their priority becomes food in their stomach. So, you know, they will say, "Na person wey chop belle full, now they look for justice."
Yes,
You get
ma'am.
my point? I believe poverty has
Yes,
remained a weapon. For this people to be said to you, your parents are poor, as if because you are the child of a, in quote, I'm putting it because I know you can't see me doing my fingers like this, in quote, the child of a, in quote, nobodies. So why should we even speak? You get what I'm trying to say? So they are now, as if speaking is something that somebody has to do only because they have money to eat or whatever. And at the same time, it says a lot about a lot of the things that people complain about. The oppression of the poor. And then if you look at it as well, you will see that people that end up becoming somebodies end up not being interested in fighting. Because I don't have time. It's not my problem, it's the problem of the poor.
It's not my problem. Yeah, no, the problem with Nigerians, you know, is just this selfishness and individualistic mindset. You know, if it haven't gotten to me, you
That's
know, it's
it.
none of my business.
Exactly.
You know, Boko Haram or the BH, you know, as you call them, it used to be a Bono thingy before it moved to Adamawa. Now it's all over North. Now it's all over Nigeria, you
You
know,
see,
the
exactly.
insecurity of a thing.
Exactly.
So our massacre, you know, at a point in time, it used to be in Bonu.
You see?
So now that's it used to be, so it's just for the fact that, you know, we keep quiet, we kept quiet.
That's
You
it.
know,
It's
that's
getting
why,
worse.
you know,
It's
and
getting
they
worse.
say evil thrives when, you know, the good keep
Good
quiet.
men do nothing. That's true.
Yes, no.
That's true. Because you know, some people be like, I've made videos in which I say, if you say it does not concern me, it does not it no concern me, no concern me, and you live, you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to address it because it no concern you. One day it will concern you. One day. So
And there'll
imagine
be
if everybody,
nobody
exactly.
to fight for you.
Imagine everybody now keep quiet when it finally concerns you. You understand? There is this thing they used to say. How do they say it? They say they came for they say they came for the Catholics. We kept quiet.
Yeah,
They came
kept
for this.
quiet.
We kept quiet. They
The
came for
Jews,
that.
they
They kept
kept
quiet.
quiet.
And then when they
They came
finally
for
come for
the
you, there's
comedy.
nobody left to
Nobody
fight
is
for
left.
you. You understand? So,
Yes, ma'am.
you know, I won't keep you too long. What's the time now? I won't keep you too long. But there was something I said to you, because we're having this conversation, but when you got to that point, when you say somebody said, you have no, your parents are poor, what were you thinking? Your
No.
parents are poor, blah, 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 and all of that. That was the point in which I said, you know what, wait there. We have to go discuss this in life. And I want to talk about it here for anyone that is watching this. You know, not everybody has a platform. I have a platform. I can speak up in my own way. Some people like them show res and people like you are doing your path, and you're playing your path or whatever. And there are people that are, let me use the word spectators. They may not have the guts, they may not have the avenue or the means to go out there and protest or do whatever or speak up or whatever. But I feel like such people that even though they don't do it, when they see somebody else doing it, they know that the person is doing what needs to be done. I believe that such people should be, you know, able to look within themselves and say, okay, I don't have a YouTube channel, I don't have this, I don't have that, but I can support those that are ready to put themselves out there. And I'm going to ask you after this, you can just leave your bank details. I know you said I shouldn't do this, but I want to do it. And nobody is forced. If anybody wants to say, okay, I want to be a blessing, because you explained to me that all the pastors that used to play in their churches, they don't invite you anymore because you went to Dunamis.
Even some of the hotels I used to work with, you know, on the secular grounds, you know, opportunities, especially in Abuja, are tied to mostly the politicians before you mention other persons. So they dissociated themselves from me. Even the ones that are a little bit neutral, you know, they don't want to attach themselves with people
Yes.
that constitute their acts of nuisance, you know. So definitely, my contract with some of them wasn't renewed. You know,
They don't want to be associated with you. They see you as
yes,
bad
no,
market. Somebody is trying to come
yes,
live.
no.
They see you as bad market. Oh, ha ha ha.
So
Hey,
please,
Dr.
I'm open
Chidi.
to
One
questions.
second.
So
One second. Obi kon one name. Somebody, you know Dr. Chidi?
Dr. Chidi, worship media.
Yeah. He's trying to come
Yeah, I know
live.
him. I know him very well. I
He's
know him
trying to
very
come
well.
live. I'll let him come
I
live
know
in
him
a
very
second.
well.
But I don't want to forget this. So when people now want to disassociate themselves with you, at the end of the day, what they want to do is silence you. Because if all the roads get blocked, you may be like, this fighting for justice is not worth it. Oh, let me just go and mind my business. And then they've shot one mouth. They've shot one more person up, right? And I want, like I said, I would say, you know, I will put your bank details in the, I'll put it down. If text it to me, or if you can't put it in the comment section, send it to me. I will add it here. Those people that feel like, okay, I don't have a platform, I don't have it, but I want to support this person because he is doing something that I support. I would like them to, whatever they want to put in your account, to say, I know you were saying, no, that's not why I came to you, but you didn't, like, I have to say it. He didn't ask me to do this. I want to do it because I feel like he's doing something that, you know, can you guys imagine? They know this guy has visual impairment, you know, and they know that this is where he survives. He plays, he's not on the streets begging in Abuja. He is working in these places. He's playing the saxophone. He's not asking for handouts, and they want to silence him by in this way. You understand? We can rise up and say, no, you guys can't silence him. You may cut this off, cut this off. We will support him in this way. Whatever you can. I would put something as well in his account. We can all put something in his account and just show him that support. That's what I really want us to do. I'll let you stay there, Samuel. I'll let Dr. Chidi come through and hear what he has to say. I'm adding you now, Dr. Chidi, and see what you want to add. So let's wait. He's adding now. He's coming through now. Let's see. Now, hello, sir. Hey, he's wearing the orange
So
cap.
Dr. Chidi.
Hey,
Yeah,
Sam,
recognition.
now.
Samuel, I know you can't see him. Let me describe him to you, right? He's wearing an orange cap.
You can't
Wait,
describe.
let me, now my show you come, but you cannot be interrupting me. You cannot be interrupting me. So be calming down, or I block you. So he's wearing an orange cap. He has this beautiful, dark, correct black man skin that the Canada Western know they beat him. Yet his color still they glow. He has a lovely smile with open teeth in the middle. What else am I going to say? He's wearing a yellow shirt. I don't know what that means, whether we should be scared or not. Welcome to my live one Nimote. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to Sam, how are you doing? I hail you, my brother.
Very calm and connected.
So I just came on to just support Sam, and I'm so happy that you're giving him a platform, you know. And it's a challenge. It's a challenge to anybody who has the opportunity, who has what it takes, and yet they are just being passive. Sam, with his challenges, is already doing a lot. This guy, you should just hear him play. This guy is just it's just bad, and bad as in bad. That's all I can say. Yes, he's the baddest sax player that I've heard, and he's still, you know, can you imagine somebody who is challenged going out there to be an activist? Just imagine, just imagine that scenario, going out for protest, standing, you know. So that's why I just say, you know what, I'm going to stop what I'm doing and just show solidarity. That's why I just said, no. Sam has to know that we are listening. This is not the kind of show that people want to come 1 million. They are not. You see,
no.
Like if to say you say Sam, who is challenged, was caught impregnating a pastor's wife. This is so please send the account. I'm going to support too. I see a lot of people here. I see my people. I see Adandada. I see a lot of people. We will support. We've been supporting, and we are just behind Sam. They never see the day that we take over this country. That time they will see who we are. But the struggle will continue. And
definitely.
Sam, revolution.
Yeah. So please,
thank you so much.
Before I give in my bank details, there is actually a YouTube channel I opened of recent. You know, I'm trying to push it. You know, yeah, I do.
What's the name of the channel?
Sammy Gab TV. That's SAMMYGAB TV. That's that's my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yes,
so if you when you text me the name of the channel as well.
Covers of songs. Okay. So I will send you the name.
What's the name of the channel again, please?
Sammy Gab TV. Sammy Gab TV.
Sammy, spell it, please.
SAMMY.
No, hold up. NA.
No. SAMMY.
Sammy.
Okay. GAB.
No, listen, let me say to you, it's SAMMYGAB.
Yes.
D as in dog or B as in
ball? Wait, let me say it again. Sugar, apple, money, yellow, goat, apple, ball.
Ball.
Yeah,
TV.
Ball. TV.
Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, say I'm not American, so I like when you speak one and gone on me. I speak like that. Just give me one and gone, you know. See.
Want us to fake for them for you. Go and sit down.
So I just subscribed now.
Well done. I will check it out as well. I will check it out and subscribe.
Thank you. I just do covers of, you know, popular songs, both foreign and Nigerian.
No problem.
I will share it. I will share it on my platform as well.
So Sammy, don't worry. If somebody just shares it now, you're at 61. Just see what will happen. You're gonna jump up to 500 and something, sir. Thank you so much, Summer. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate the privilege, ma'am. Mr. Chidi, I really appreciate, the gesture. I really appreciate the privilege.
No problem.
My absolute pleasure. So, Sam, is there anything else you want to say before I end the live? Dr. Chidi.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Bye, Sam.
I'm actually open to events too, everywhere, anywhere, everywhere. I'm open to events, everywhere, anywhere.
Okay. So,
Please,
will
so
we? What else? Do we share your email address or what that people can use to contact you if they want you to play? At weddings, at birthdays, or whatever.
okay, I can definitely put out my phone number.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
+234
Okay, yeah.
+234 80815
Perfect. Perfect.
+234 80815
Perfect. So and then when you text me as well, I can put it in the comment section and people can see it.
Okay, ma'am.
So, and something else you said that I think I should emphasize again, I think is important, is the fact that you said that with your eyesight problem, that if you had continued with your medication, you would have been fine. But you listened to pastors that said don't use it.
Yes, so
You
I
said
was
that, right?
actually praying and fasting. Yes, I was praying and
I really
fasting
wanted
instead
you
of
to go
using
back
it.
to that so that people that are watching this can learn from this aspect as well. When some of these pastors say, forget science, forget this, and then they end up making things worse. I always tell people, science is amazing. God gave man the brain to invent a lot of these things. So you can be doing the science and be praying as well. You don't have to stop the medication or whatever the doctors have prescribed. I'm saying this because I can tell you this, that I don't know the pastors that their children or themselves will have health problems and they will not run in the next available flight to the US, to the UK, or whatever for the best healthcare in the world. But they will tell the everyday man to stop taking medication. I really want to emphasize it here. If a pastor, you're watching this video, I'm going to upload it on my YouTube later. You're watching this video. I'm not saying don't believe in God. I'm not saying don't have faith. I have faith too, but don't stop your medication. Add prayer on top and take your medication. At the same time, God is the God that made the brains of those people that discovered this science that they are using to give all these cures. Our brother now, he's lost his sight. Where are those pastors now to come and tell him, oh yeah, take your sight back? Where are they? I really hope this message, because I know we brushed through it, but I didn't want to forget it. I wanted to bring it back again because I always say there's opportunity to learn and apply things you see in other people's lives into your own lives. Forget about whatever, a lot of stories on the internet or whatever, but always ask yourself, what is there for me to take from it and apply in my own life and in the life of my friends and families? So I think we are done. Are we done, Samuel? Are you happy? Are you?
Please, I'm open to questions, please.
Okay. Okay, does anyone want to ask Samuel any questions? You want to come live and ask him any
And
questions?
I'm open to criticism. I'm open to
Okay, so all the
devil
children
being.
and the grandchildren of daddies in the Lord and the mommies in the Lord, he's telling you guys, throw all the bullets. He's ready. He's willing. Jesus is your shield, Abby.
Yes, so.
He's telling you guys, he's opening up himself and oh yeah, throw your bullet, he's here to receive it. So does anyone want to come live? Okay, let me actually swipe back and see if anybody is asking any questions. Some people may not want to. On what social media platform, please? What is your question, Samson? What's his YouTube channel? And DJ Josh, his YouTube channel is Sammy Gab. So SAM, Pastor. Dr. Chidi has written it there, Sammy Gab TV. Dr. Chidi has written it there already. Yeah. So anyone have any questions for him? Sorry. Samson was asking on what social media platform, please. He said he has a YouTube channel. Is that the question you're asking? Does anyone else have a question? Hi, Summer. Hi, Uche. Hi, who else? Does anyone have a question? He's saying he's willing for you to have questions. He's ready to answer your questions. Hi, Henry. Hi, everybody. Or if you want to come live, you can come live. If you want to write your question, we can throw other questions at him. And whatever you want to do, you want to come live, you don't want it to be a video, just put your finger on your camera and block off your face if you don't want to show your face. I'm going to give people about 5 minutes and see if anybody's going to come live and what's it called, ask any questions. Let me ask a question in case any of our sisters here is looking at you and say, says this guy fine, but right. Oh my goodness, someone, is this brother, is this single or searching? So let me ask that one for any of our sisters that may be watching this, Samuel. So let me start with that question.
I'm single, definitely I'm single.
Okay, you know you can be single and not be searching. Are you single and searching?
I'm not desperate.
I didn't ask you desperate now. You know, go talk well now.
Did
I mention the word desperate? Are you searching? Or okay, you're not ready. You're still. I'm too busy. I'm busy now fighting for justice. When I finish fighting for justice, you know.
Well, let's say I'm single and searching, definitely,
Okay.
but I want to because I'm single. Not want to jump into a relationship. I just want to be very careful.
Of course,
You know?
of course. But at least
definitely.
the important thing is for people to know that this fresh bobo they are looking at is single. So
And for all the ladies, I'm not a preacher of love. I'm a war. I'm a fight.
Future of love. You know, what about love in a marriage?
Yeah, no, I'm a preacher. What I mean is, I'm not a preacher of love. I'm a war. I'm a fight. I'm in that both.
Wait, let's clarify. When you talk about me, I'm asking question. I don't pretend our sisters in the house. You don't know. This is how people meet each other. You never can tell. But wait, when you say you're not a picture of love, you mean okay, love as in when it comes to speaking about justice, is that what you're talking about?
No, when I naturally I don't, the emotion, yes, I am emotional. I'm definitely a human being. But as far as emotion is concerned, I'm more into the logic than that emotion. So if you're pitting me as a visually impaired person, I don't really, look at it as such. Let me say,
Sorry,
I
say
just
that again.
prefer.
Your line was a bit broken there. What did you say about your visual impairment? You said something.
No, I said if you're pitying me,
Okay.
I don't really, if you help me as you help an average human being, it's fine.
Okay. You don't want somebody to. I know what you're saying. You're not saying, you're not a pity case like, look at him. No, of course. See, you don't need to say that. We can all see it already. If you were that type, there's no way you would have won Buhari must go to enter Dunamis. There's no way you would have done that. So it's obvious. But it doesn't mean you don't believe in love. Make me not confuse.
No, definitely.
Okay. So let me see if anybody is coming live. So nobody is coming live. Is anybody typing the question? Okay, so I'm trying to see the level. I think we've covered what most people want to hear. I think so, but I think I was giving them 5 minutes, so I think 1 more minute, and that's it. To see if somebody has, there's anyone that has a question to ask. Yes, so not romantic. He didn't say he's not romantic. He didn't say that. Don't misinterpret him. He's still alive, but he can speak for himself. I'm reading the comments they are writing. He's basically saying that. Well, did you say something, Sammy?
No, I said I love love.
Did you not get, when I hear that one? No, he said he loves love. So don't misquote him. Sorry, my camera is shaking a lot. Don't misquote him. He was just basically saying that he doesn't want somebody that be like, a visual impairment. That you understand, it's not a story case or a pity case. I really hope we get the message. Okay, people are already subscribing. People already subscribed. I need to comment and say they subscribe. Thank you so much. That was a DJ Josh has subscribed. I know Samson will definitely subscribe, and people are. I will put the link later, and hopefully more people. Did I miss any of these comments? I have someone that is using my name. It's my name. Anyways, I think that was very. It's not too long, but I think we really hit the nail on the head. We went straight to the point and we discussed all the things that needed to be discussed and the things I really wanted people to hear. And like Dr. Chidi was saying, this is not the kind of video that people are going to rush to watch because it's not a saga. You understand? It's not a saga. Most people prefer saga and drama, but there's no drama, there's no saga in this one. But let me tell you, the people that are people, when I mean people, the Nigerians that know heading to subscribe. Okay, Neki, another person is going to subscribe as well. She just said, the Nigerians that need to hear you are the ones that would watch it. The ones, everybody needs to hear him, but there are some people that actually knows what it is to put words into action, that are focused on what we need to do as a country. They will hear you. That's the truth. They will hear you. And like I said, guys, I'm going to put his bank details. If you're coming now and you don't know what the story is, you can watch back and know what the story is. We can't go back. We've been here for, I think, about an hour. So, yeah, we started at 3, and I don't want it to be too long. You can watch back, and like I said, I'm going to leave his bank details, and we can all just throw in whatever we're happy in our hearts. This is free giving. It's not a tight and office situation. It is not whatever. It is what you really desire in your heart to give. Go ahead and do it. Sammy, thank you so much for reaching out. I'm so sorry it took me 7 months to even get to know I had messages from you. I'm really sorry because I have too many messages. At the point I gave up because I couldn't cope. And another thing I was explaining to you is that some people say give somebody this contract of reading your messages. Some people write things that are very, very personal. And they are writing it because they know they're writing it to me directly. And I'm a bit anxious about letting somebody else see some of these messages. So somehow maybe one day I'll figure it out. But for now,
Okay,
I'm just handing the
my
message.
suggestion is the ones you can, tend to, you can just
That's
maybe
what me
in
I'm
30
doing.
minutes.
That's what me I'm doing. I'm taking it small. I don't want to add too much to my life stress, and it becomes a job. At a point, it became a job where I actually sit down. Basically, I could be sitting down for like an hour just to read and reply, and I say, no, this is not. Let's not go there. And thank you so much, Samuel, for coming to my live. I want to say thank you for what you do, because some people may not understand. We cannot underestimate what you're doing. It takes a lot of bravery. My brother told us some of us get 2 eyes. We can't even, sorry, we have 2 eyes. Like visually, they can see, and they don't have the liver to speak up, to do anything. Like Fela said, I know one die, mama dey for house, papa dey for house, that I never born, I don't born
Sorrow,
pikin.
death, and blood. Yeah.
So we cannot come here and downplay what you do, because for somebody to have visual impairment and still have the bravery. So people that they can see with their 2 eyes, they don't have the liver. What to talk of? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we cannot underestimate, what you do. And I'm so glad. I feel privileged that I can use my platform to let more people hear you. Like I said, I'm going to post it on my Facebook, YouTube as well, so that more people can check it out. And just to say thank you, ma'am, for bringing Sammy. Thank you so much for coming live. Everybody, feel free to share this with your friends on Facebook. Let more people get to hear the story, because this is not how we heard the story that time when it was in the papers. And I remember saying that I didn't believe what
The narrative,
their father in
when
the
I
Lord was
googled
saying.
it, the narrative was, we just went there to constitute some act of nuisance-free.
You
You
see now,
know,
you see. So,
the narrative on the media.
thank you so much, Neki. So, my brother, Sammy, thank you so much for coming live. I need to go now. And if you ever have any message you want to share, I'll be very happy to let you use my platform. Your platform, by God's grace, will grow as well. And you can use your platform as well to do all these things. Thank you once more for what you do. And thank you to everyone that came live. I do appreciate you all. Thank you, Dr. Chidi. Thank you, DJ Josh. Thank you, Henry, Neki. I think I said something. Thank you to every Titilayo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Uche. Thank you all. I'm going to say goodbye to you all now. And till next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye, Sammy. Bye. Bye. Sammy, say bye to them as well.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.